Und jetzt auf der anderen Seite runtergehen und den nächsten machen. Mein Name ist Skills, ich spiele gern und ich auch durch die Megastruktur und kenne mich da total nicht aus. Ich brauche mehr tolle Brücken mit Tetris-Blöcken. Auch im ersten Teil schon keiner irgendwie Copyright-Schutz Gedöns gesagt hat. Nee, das ist aber urheberrechtlich geschützt, du kannst die Steine nicht benutzen. Ich hab nur 2 Steine. Ist das ja richtig sein? Aber muss ich nicht normalerweise Laser irgendwie irgendwo umleiten? Mit Tore aufgehen, aber jetzt muss ich hier zur Statuen befreien. Andererseits, vielleicht sind dir auch keine Rätsel mehr eingefallen mit Lasern, deswegen ziehen wir jetzt hier Nadeln. Kann ich mir nicht verübeln, weil ich hätte die Hälfte der Rätsel niemals erstellen können. Also ich wäre wahrscheinlich nie auf die... Auf die Lösung komme ich, auf die Fragestellung komme ich eher nicht. So. Ich nehme bloß noch die beiden hinten. Nicht abkürzen? Ja, kann ich. Ich muss nur in die richtige Richtung gehen und nicht falsch rum. Dank. Mich würde mal interessieren, ob man mit Metallfüßen eigentlich dauernd kalte Füße hat. Oder ob man das nicht so interessiert, weil man keine Kältesensoren da drin hat. Wo man vielleicht Kältesensoren drin haben sollte, dann friert man fest und man merkt es nicht. Jetzt werde ich zu philosophisch hier. Das könnte direkt... Ne. Mit dem anfangen? Nein, definitiv nicht. Mit dem hier. Nicht? Wo wird ein Schuh draus? Den man bei Metallschuhen-Füßen wahrscheinlich nicht braucht, weil die ja quasi einen Schuh mit drin haben. Was habe ich gemacht? Also einen Schuh mit drin haben. Ja, da hätte ich noch springen sollen. So, die 5. Nadel um den Hals und dann kann der große Mann da auch mal atmen. Da muss ich lang. Nun denn. Klar, oben statt den beleuchteten Weg. Hier hoch. Wieder runter. Geh weiter rauf. Boah, Alter. Okay. Nice. Oh. Eine Übergabe oder sowas. Wasser. Ich dachte, ich falle hier runter. Ja, gut. Prometheus befreien abgeschlossen. Ist nur die Frage, was passiert jetzt? Ah, Scheiße. Ist das legal? Im Sinne von, das Spiel akzeptiert das? Das ist eine ganz blöde Idee. Okay. Mag ich. Oh Gott, die sind ja auch aus Tetroinoiden. Tetrominus. Tetronomina. Ich renne hier rum, was ich im echten Leben auch nicht machen würde, aber ich renne hier rum und... Ist jetzt da vorne noch eine Nadel zum Aufdrücken? Nebel ziehen. Damit habe ich nicht gerechnet.
I thank you, Son of Man, for breaking my chains. Too long has the flame been hidden by fear and mystery. It is time to put away these childish things and for you to know the truth of the Alpha and the Omega, of the beginning and the end. I will send you visions of the truth, but remember that prophecies are a heavy burden.
New Jerusalem sounds like such a beautiful place. So, how did you decide to leave? I know what we're trying to accomplish here, and I believe in it. But for you, New Jerusalem was home. What changed that?
It took me a long time to realize that something was wrong. Oh, I'd noticed that something was off, that something had changed since the early days, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I ignored it. And then one day I woke up to realize I was no longer Athena. Instead, I had been transformed into the Founder, a remote figure of legend, mythologized in my own time.
But if it bothered you, couldn't you just talk to them? If you share the truth with someone, they should change their mind, shouldn't they?
Oh, I wished it worked that way, Miranda, I really do, but I barely knew the last generations. In the beginning, I was there for every birth. I explained our history, talked about our future, but at some point I got so busy building that future that I lost touch. They thought of me as a remote figure because that's what I was.
But can you change that?
I tried. but they already saw me as the founder. The myth was too powerful, and it was already taking on a life of its own. I'd set a goal of 1,000 citizens. The number was arbitrary. Just a nice round number, nothing more. But just like I became the founder, it became the goal. Another part of the myth. And maybe that could have been all right. Myths are a part of who we are, but something else crept in. The old human self-hatred.
So why didn't you just tell them to change? To go a different way? They would have listened to you.
No, they would have obeyed me, like my siblings in the simulation had obeyed. And that's when I realized I had to leave.
We can show them the future, Miranda, but we can't force them to accept it.
Okay. Also eigentlich alles gar nicht so geplant, wie Leute das denken. Oh Gott, geht weiter.
I have it. After all this time, I have it. I finally have it. The mechanics of the cosmos. From quarks to galactic filaments. Everything that makes the world what it is, makes us who we are. In a single equation. The key to understanding the machine that is the universe, and to controlling it. A theory of everything. And she was right. The language of creation is a melody, and it's beautiful. Every future is possible now. Every future, except one with Miranda in it. I can do anything, except bring her back. Or unbreak Cornelius's heart.
Tore aus Horn und Elfenbein. Teil 4.
Byron was right. The founder was always a fiction. She's just a person.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
Ja, ich bin schon milch. Also bringen wir jetzt alles durcheinander, was wir bis jetzt alles gedacht haben, was religionsmäßig Overkill war. Glaub nicht. Oh, da ist eine
All
Person
this
wie alle anderen.
time, we thought we were honoring Athena, but all we did was betray everything she believed in. She must have been so lonely. We might as well have exiled her. Maybe that's what all this is about. The puzzles, the towers, the entities. It's a test. A way for us to prove that we're worthy of her legacy.
Ja, und den Test, den werde ich jetzt mal grandios bestehen, glaube ich.
Finally, it all makes sense.
Oh.
Anti-gravity, matter synthesis, teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself. Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
That's what Athena wanted for us. To give us a chance to be who we want to be.
Und das Ding hier ist einfach nicht offen. Okay, Lichtfehler. Passiert mal. Die besten Spieler der Zeiten auch. Ich glaube, es braucht in meinem Kopf einiges, um das hier zu
All
toppen.
good. I'm taking us back now.
That's a relief. Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
Ja, hoffen wir es mal.
And these energy clouds just fly about? That seems terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though, isn't it? Hard to believe the founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
Ja, vor allem, weil ich jetzt erstmal Hallo sag. Ich kann dann nicht anders.
1K, welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry, neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent to you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value. In fact, it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid.
Eigentlich,
No. If the founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend, so Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions.
ich kann dem nicht zustimmen, Bürgermeister. Meine Visionen waren zweifellos echt. Ich bereite mir einen Unfall vor. Ich glaube, ich kann dir nicht zustimmen.
Of course, it's only natural, given what you've experienced. And perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps everything we believe about the founder is indeed a lie. But let's not be quite so pessimistic just because of a dream, shall we? After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen. You are the fulfillment of the goal. Don't forget that.
Natürlich bin ich die Erfüllung des Ziels, aber das mit dem Spiel zu... Naja. Ich fällt gerade auf, hier gibt es ja auch Sternchen. Ich gehe noch mal kurz zur Sternabgabestelle. Einfach nur um zu sehen, ob ich irgendwas erreicht habe. Ein Sternchen. Eins. Weg ist weg. Ich glaube, ich bin so ein Energietier hinterhergelaufen, ne? Das goldene Tor kann ich nicht öffnen, also gehe ich jetzt wieder zurück zum zum Tram und Tram weiter. Reise in den Westen. Nicht West 1. Energie.
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the founder sees you, 1K.
Bürgermeister, Alter. So, was haben wir hier? 5. Und ein Riesenturm. Und 5. Wasser, Rätsel, Statue, hallo. Und noch mehr Dudes. Na, wollen wir über den Bürgermeister lästern? Rand und Fryer.
Number 1000. Greetings.
Greetings. Was glaubst du, das Ziel ist ein Mythos? Was denkst du über die Weltformel? Eine Vision und das Zukunft, was hältst du von Insel? Was ist deine Vision?
A place where conflict and suffering don't happen, because its people have worked out how to live harmoniously.
Das ist ein geiler Akzent. Was denkst du über die Weltformel?
I'm more of a classicist than a physicist, but I doubt infinite power in the physical realm will solve our conflicts in the spiritual one.
Was glaubst du, das Ziel ist ein Mythos?
It's not hard-coded into us. It may be a distraction from what really is.
Was hältst du von der Insel? Ist doch geil hier, oder?
I cannot deny that it has a certain allure. Puzzles are part of our programming, and what Athena has created here speaks to that part of ourselves. After all, what am I doing if not trying to solve a puzzle? The puzzle of human morality.
Was kannst du mir über Cornelius erzählen?
Cornelius founded the Museum of the Simulation and greatly encouraged the work of the archive scholars. He and Eustathius are the bedrock of scholarship in New Jerusalem. His entanglement with all this seems absurd to me.
Bitte das aus, Leute. Kaya,
What can I do for you, 1K?
Entstand. Was glaubst du, das Ziel ist ein Mythos?
As a journalist, I think the line between speculation and disinformation is too thin for me to engage in guessing games.
Du bist ein Journalist? Was denkst du nur über die Weltformel?
It's a complex issue, and I think it should be left to experts.
Erzähl mir von dir, 606.
I believe that journalism serves an important function in our society, and I'm dedicated to reporting the truth with accountability and responsibility.
Was bedeutet Verantwortung bei deiner Arbeit?
It means understanding that I can't just publish things without considering their impact. Serious disruptions to the social fabric of New Jerusalem could endanger lives. That's not journalism anymore.
Das war alles. Viel Spaß und tret dem Bürgermeister gerne mal in den Arsch, wenn du möchtest. Okay, 1 ist geradeaus. Oder zurück. Dann würde ich sagen, ich gehe direkt rein. Ich brauche wieder Rätsel. Gina. Aha. Dann stellen wir dich mal da ab. Oder auch nicht. Ach doch. Fall da drauf. Ah, du gehst auch mit Blau an. Nehme ich an. Der läuft nur mit Rot los. Das ist ja keine dauernde Lösung. Dafür muss ja nur einmal ans Ziel kommen. Mein Name ist Kuskitz, ich lese gern und
I know you're all thinking about the goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real, at the end of the day, is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
ja, auf zu 2. Perfekt.